Hey guys, this is Coach Brian Hart, and today I wanted to talk a little bit further about coaching confidence. I've been coach training for a while now, and one of my favorite parts of the training process is to help student coaches hear themselves in a practice session. And so we'll have these overviews on a regular process where we sit down together, listen to a recording of a session they've had, and to debrief from it, to take away a lot of learning. A common theme from the earlier overviews is, why am I so uptight and why am I so tense? And how can I become a more confident coach? From a recent overview, this idea of, this metaphor came out for me, and I figured I'd share it here. For me, personally, when I was a kid in elementary school, I was bullied horribly. I was just a stick figure. I was really skinny, really easy to pick on, didn't really know how to stick up for myself. Consequently, one of my favorite types of movies and stories are those childhood to adulthood type movies where the young kid realizes his own potential and relies on others in his network to give him confidence to move forward and to address the challenges in his or her life. For me, that is an interesting model to bring over into coaching, because ultimately in those type of stories and in my own story, I had to be able to trust someone else to help me deal with the bullying. I had to trust someone else to provide a confidence. And whether it was a recently acquired friend or a parent or someone that was able to show authority and show power, they were able to step in, and just by them being around, they were able to demonstrate, or they empowered me to trust and to be myself, and to even become friends with some of those who bullied me. When it comes to coaching, how does this all tie into coaching? We often hear, I get so nervous. I can't stop talking or over-explaining. I need to be more confident in my coaching. We hear these things and it's almost as if someone is bullying us. Certainly it's not the client. It's more of another side of ourselves that is just constantly looking at myself. And like my fellow trainer Hayden recently pointed out in a blog post, he said that, when we are in that level one listening for ourselves and how we're performing, it does mess with our performance. It causes us not to be able to coach as effectively as we can. And what we inevitably need to do is to realize it's not about me as a coach. It is not about me being a more confident coach. If I could encourage every single student coach, every single coach that is growing in the field, I would say focus less on you becoming more confident. Instead, I would encourage you to be more confident in the coaching process, to realize that it's just being a part of the coaching call or the coaching conversation, just for it to be present is going to make everything go smoother. So if you are asking questions that are powerful, if you're listening to your client, you don't have to know where things are going. You set up an agenda with the client, you start asking questions, you just stay curious. You don't necessarily have to rely on outside questions that you have in your tool bag, but just ask about what's going on in the session with your client. And if you're offering those basic bread and butter coaching skills, there will be value. The International Coach Federation, for the master level of certification, they expect a coaching presence that is like this. It says, the coach trusts that the value of a coaching session is inherent in the process versus having to create that value. If you want to grow as a coach, you've got to let go of your need to do the fighting for your client. Let the coaching do the fighting for the client as you and the client work together with that. Thank you. This is, again, Coach Brian Hart. I hope you continue to grow in the field. Continue to check out the videos here. The main thing is we want to make coaching more accessible worldwide. And if you have any questions about training or how it is working in the field, please feel free to send me a note or join us over at Coach Training EDU. Thanks, guys.